Hello race fans and welcome to the JACKOCAR Kia Series Season 2 Championship for round number 2 here for the Monaco Grand Prix. I'm your commentator Peter Knight, and joined with me once again is Sullivan Lewis, Speed Risky as people know him as. He's back in the comms.
Yeah, thank you, Pete. So everyone, welcome back to Monaco this week. A track that we've seen, well, Pete and I think Red Matt last season saw many safety cars and a bit of a broken lobby on last year's game. So this race hopefully going to be a good one, going to be a clean one. We've got I think 18 drivers on the grid. We're missing a couple and a few reserves out. So if you do fancy being a reserve and you're around this sort of Kia Series pace, then feel free, give the JACKOCAR 2 account a DM and get you reserving for the future. But the qualifying will be underway shortly, just waiting for one more driver, and I'll hand you over to Pete for the rest of the thing.
You can't ramble on as long as me, Risky.
Nope.
You've also ditched me in one hub, which is not nice. I saw your message.
For 2 weeks, yeah, for 2 weeks.
I don't think I'm here this Friday anyway, so they might have to find.
That's fine. Jessica.
She's racing in the tier before.
True.
Right. So one driver already through to the playoffs. Last week's race winner, Jake Warrior. Also new time driver, rookie of the year so far, securing the win with those 5 extra playoff points and that crucial spot in the playoffs. Jamie Bromley finished second, secured himself 15 points and 3 playoff points, 2 for finishing second, and I believe the final one for fastest lap. Gareth Hall, new driver as well, managed to finish on the podium, securing himself 1 playoff point and 14 points. So technically he's only 6 points off leading the championship for the regular season. Danny Quinn, new driver as well. So new driver, all the rookies showing the experienced drivers how it's done in round 1 for the new season. Yeah, Danny Quinn finishing 4th with 13 points and the playoff point for him as well. But probably is for pole position, I think. Might be. We'll check that stat.
I think you're right there.
Alright. I'm pretty sure Jamie Bromley Splinter got fastest lap in the race. That's where he gets his extra playoff point from. Oh no, it might be a stage point. No, Danny Quinn might be a stage point. Cloud got playoff point for pole position.
God, say it was 7 days ago. It's still a long time.
A lot of things happened in 7 days.
Yeah, very true, very true.
Speaking of Cloud, he finished 6th after a 5-second stop-go penalty for a collision on the safety car ruined his race. Barry Baldwin finished 7th, got 10 points, and Matt Tree indecisive, 9 points in 8th. So all these drivers currently sit inside the top 10 for playoff points. And new driver Andy Lincoln, well, it might not be new driver, I can't remember if I saw him last season, Magic Poop Cannon as I called him last week, because that is his name, that is what he's known as. He's got his account back, as you can see on screen. Those were our only finishers. New rules and regulations for this season means that if you do not finish the race, you do not score any points. Last season it was only if you got disqualified would you not score any points. So even if you crashed, you would still get points. So now it's you must finish. It's to stop people retiring in the pit lane. Really, it forces people hands to finish. So apparently we're waiting for Waze.
Oh, I was just going to say, let's play Kia Series Bingo. Which driver we're waiting for? But he joined the lobby as we spoke.
Yeah. Oh, shock! Yeah. Damn Cloud. So we've spoken about drivers. So the drivers that didn't finish were Kamababo, Kingen, who I mistakenly said was Finnish. He's actually Swedish. My apologies. ALT Connor, Billy Watts, Waze, Jess, Liam New, Niels, Matt Rosamund or Speed Newgarden, Kaya, and VSR Noah Clark, all on 0 points, but technically level on points with being in the playoffs, so every race will count going forward. Thumbnail's broken. Whose thumbnail's broken?
It's always broken when you start a stream.
Yeah, it will be, because I don't have a... I can't set it up. So in terms of team standings, Team Turtle Legs lead the championship on 39 points. The four tops are in second with 22, so there's a bit of a gap between first and second. I believe first was maybe had 3 out of 4 drivers finish in the points, and good scoring points positions as well. Team Dumpf got 21 points, are in third. Squadra Viola, or Voila, or however you want to pronounce it, are in fourth on 20 points. That was Jake. Jake was the only driver in his team to finish, and they have 1 win to their name. And then Gemdrick Motorsports, play on words, with 10 points at the bottom of the table. But this is Monaco. Anything can happen. We don't even know if it's going to be dry yet, but we do know it's going to be night time.
Imagine night time in the wet.
Oh, I've seen that before. I've raced that before.
Yeah,
that's
good. It's always a scary one. But 15 seconds before we get the qualifying underway. The Kia Series qualifying format follows the Cup Series format, so each driver has their own time slot, and time slots, there's a couple of minutes for the first few, a couple of minutes of blank time slots, and then the drivers come out as follows. So Noah Clark will be out first, then from Kia Langston, then Matt Rosamond, Niels, Liam New, Jess Ball, Waze. Wait, is Jess racing? Yeah, Jess is racing. For a second I thought Jess wasn't racing, yeah. Then Waze, Billy Watts, Connor, Isaac, Cameron, Andy, Barry, Chris, Danny, Gareth, Jamie Bromley, Jake Warrior. So reverse of last week's race then, because it's reverse championship order as usual. It's later on in the season when the playoffs appear that gets a lot more confusing, but Noah Clark first to come out at 15:30, so we've got a couple of minutes to fill that gap.
Yeah, that's me trying to find his name and go by it about 3 times. Waiting. I understand, I know one driver's had a livery change, not sure anyone else will. You've got to do a mandatory 8. I think it might be because this is a short season, it might be 7. Mandatory 7 or 6 of one livery that you have to run. Then you can run whatever you want for the rest of the season, including playoffs, and Champ 5 gets your own special slot for livery. Hopefully we get some more schemes by the time it comes to that race. More variety in liveries is needed.
So apparently according to the drivers we've got dry. Well, apart from Waze, you said wet to dry, but let's be honest, do we ever trust Waze?
Imagine if it's only raining on his screen and the start of the race he's the only driver on intermediates and everyone else is on soft tyres. And we get a mixed glitch of whenever we're on board with Waze, it's absolutely chucking it down with rain. But when we're on board with anyone else, it's nice and dry. That'd be an amazing glitch.
That would be such a Codemasters glitch, that would be.
It would be.
I mean, it's not I don't think we'd be too surprised, but it would just be hilarious.
It'd be a new one. We have caused quite a few glitches and quite a few interesting dilemmas here in JACKOCAR. At Monaco as well, we've had people hitting safety cars, overtaking safety cars, people getting disqualified from the safety car hitting them, a driver with a puncture getting pile drived by the safety car at the exit of the tunnel. Yeah. Never calm around Monaco. In real life it is, because they know how to drive. I'm not saying we don't know how to drive, but when it comes to Monaco, and specifically Monaco in this year, it's going to be treacherous for these drivers. Curbs, are not nice, especially in the final sector, the swimming pool.
Indeed.
And the bump.
As out comes VSR Clark in his very shiny livery around this street circuit. Instantly an eye catcher, quite like
It
that
is,
one.
yes. The chrome gold looks fabulous in the I was going to say starlit, the street light lit Monaco. As I nearly dropped my controller. VSR Clark nearly drops the back end and himself into a wall. That was some great timing as he runs through the tunnel down towards the Neville chicane. Tricky corner here, probably one of the only few overtaking spots that anyone would go for. Towards to back, not really an overtaking spot. You got to run really close to the wall. Swimming pool's really difficult this year. I mentioned there's a bump, and if you hit the curb while on full power, you can lose the back end. Now Raskas, fairly straightforward, but he runs really deep. Does he hit the wall? He doesn't. There's no debris. Simulation damage. You've got to be careful, especially with the streets in Monaco. He's going to be the first one, and see if he can keep it out of the barrier through turn 1. That's quite deep. Didn't take as much curb. Up the hill he goes towards Casino.
Yeah, Massone here on the left, and the Casino is just this bit on the right. You see the building on the right hand side, and they're down towards turn 5, 6 and 7. The dreaded hairpin, a lot of the drivers call it, because nobody likes this hairpin really. But yeah, nicely done there, nice and tight, kept it valid, but also on the track. A bit deep into that the turn 7 corner there, but through the tunnel we go. Towards the Nobel chicane, turns 10 and 11. Probably the trickiest part of the circuit to get perfect. That looked pretty good to me. Right through there, nice and easy, no contact with the wall. Now you got to go quick through to back, not quite hit that wall on the outside, and then here comes into the swimming pool. Right, left, over that curve. Ooh, a little bit slow because I had to just make sure he hit that apex now. But into Raskas and the Anthony Noges. Final corner, can he just get the power down as early as possible towards the line? So the first time for the drivers to be looking at is a 13.8. So I feel like with the track evolution as well, we'll see a couple of lap times quicker, but it's a nice clean lap on the board as we look now to Kaya on his lap. Different line into the hairpin for Kaya, not too bad though. He went very wide around the hairpin, but I think a lot of these drivers today will be focusing on just trying to get that clean lap in, not necessarily going for pace, going for the quickest time, because track position can be key. If you're out in the lead, very deep, and that is going to be invalid. Yeah, I thought so, invalid at the Nobel chicane. But as I was saying, if drivers can get a good lap in rather than a quick lap in, then I think they'll be very happy with that one, as Newgarden is on his lap next, I believe. Or is it Neil's? No, it is Newgarden next. So that's a nice livery as well, actually, with the chrome blue sort of sticking out at the top, the yellow at the front. That was very nice. The night race around Monaco is really helping these liveries pop and these liveries shine.
I've just realised I've been on mute for a while, so I've let you take control. I thought I'd interrupted you, and then you never said anything, so that was great. Yeah, to me it looks a little bit like in the shadows it looks like an Aston Martin green, probably what he's trying to go for. But in the under the lights, it's more light blue. Nice and clean through there. Really being aggressive on the curbs, trusting the grip. Round Raskas. I've got a frog in my throat. Need to clear it as he comes around the final corner. Up to the line. Is this going to be our new pole position? It is indeed, by a second and 4/10. 3 and a bit. Next you've mentioned Niels.
I did.
He's up to the line.
Now. Ooh.
Another 1.4 seconds. Yeah, Niels says, I know Niels likes Monaco, advocate of Monaco. Yuri is an advocate of Monaco as well, but unfortunately he's not here. So Niels flying the Dutch flag at Monaco. Who's next? Evil Dragon
is next.
I noticed Niels was really close to the back of Newgarden there. Whether Newgarden had a slow outlap or Niels jumped the gun. Kai retires after not setting a lap.
It's going to be disappointing for him.
Can Evil Dragon do it cleaner? It's got a little bit of traffic. Got out of the way was Newgarden. Oh, invalidated. Very close to the wall. Jumped. Oh, that's a big impact. He's bounced over the curb. And not happy with the invalidation was Evil Dragon. Is it Bill next? Wait.
It's Jess, I believe.
Jess. Aha. Yeah,
Jess weighs then.
Yeah, coming through the tunnel. All these liveries are looking tasty in the nightlife, especially the chrome, nice and shiny.
Yeah, a lot of drivers matching their helmets as well, which is nice to see. The drivers that don't tend to match helmets is sometimes looks a bit out of place, but so far from Jess, nice and clean. Doesn't look like she's had any impacts with the wall or anything. So again, a lot of these drivers just getting that smooth lapping, trying not to get damage as she runs deep into the final corner, up towards the line. Not the quickest of times, but she will be happy with that clean lap because she's already started ahead of at least 2 drivers.
Yeah, she'll be happy she kept it out of the wall. It looked nice and tidy through the swimming pool. She did ride the curbs as you would do to try and gain as much time. Unfortunately, nearly 3 seconds off Clark. But will crucially be starting ahead of Kaya and Evil Dragon. Next we have Bill. Waze is in the pits. Waze came out. Waze was out somewhere. I saw him out on track. Unless he's broken another rule. Late for the lobby. Now breaking qualifying rules. What happened, Waze? Let us know in chat or in the group chat. Do something.
We've got some confirmation as well from Newgarden. The reason he was a little bit slow was he hit the wall just before the tunnel, so that's probably why the lap time for him wasn't quite as quick as maybe he wanted, and maybe why him and Niels were so close in the end.
Yellow at the final corner. Someone either coming into the pits. I'm not too sure. Only drivers too tired have set a lap, so I'm not sure what the reasoning for that yellow flag is. Might be for that purple car of Jess getting into the pits. Could have been causing yellow flags. Bill through the final sector. I'm going to have to keep clearing my throat. This is going to be amazing. And the final corner. And up to the line. Where does Bill go? It's a valid lap time. P4. Ahead of Jess, behind Clark. So Clark so far good enough for the second row, even being first one out. Next is Connor. He's coming through.
He was very lucky, Connor was, to keep his time, because we didn't know if he was racing or not. So just about jumped in at his time. So otherwise he would have been starting where Clark started. So see if he can make this bit of luck pay off for him around the streets of Monaco.
Yeah, he is suffering from what's the word? Effects
symptoms.
Of symptoms. It's not symptoms. It's effects of COVID vaccine.
Yeah, of course, it's side effects.
Side effects. That's the word. I knew the word effects. Side effects of his second COVID vaccine, but looks like it's doing him more good than not. He's now gone quickest, and in the 1:10s, probably where we were expecting. Next we have Kingen in the Swedish blue and yellow. The Swedish blue and yellow on that car.
I don't think he could have made it clearer this week.
Oh, nice and loose out of the swimming pool. But kick rear touches the wall, but I don't think there's any damage. Around the final couple of corners, really being aggressive, wanting to show his pace here at Monaco. Hugs the wall to get the tightest run to the line. It's good enough for third though. 12.3, just a tenth and a half quicker than Newgarden, but 1.5, 1.4 seconds off the pace. Connor, the man to beat. Camo Babo is next. He hasn't started the season yet. This will be his first race of the season after doing ACC last week. Previous Cup Series driver. And round the final corner. 1:10.9 to beat, but it is ahead of Kingen by a second, so slotting in 3/10 behind Niels. Time's starting to come quick and fast now. Magic Poop Cannon, our next driver.
Those times at the top are looking quite competitive as it stands already, wouldn't it? Maybe not expect times of that very gap, but again, around Monaco on a new game, we can't forget that as well. These drivers probably haven't raced Monaco before, so again, safety over speed, but Magic Poop Cannon going well on his lap so far.
He is indeed. Round Raskas, he kept it quite tight. Usually have a tight entry late apex, but up to the line. And a new garden into 5th. These times have come in quite close, especially 4th to 6th by 10th and a half. But still half the grid to set a lap. Next is Bazza. It is Braun colours. Had a little bit of a moment in Japan where I caught him at the wrong moment. And he spun. Hopefully no spins today as he runs very wide through to back. And has got severe wing damage. Keeps it nice and tight. Probably wants to set a lap just to put him up the board. It'd go P10. Maybe he could beat Jess even with the wing damage. And the final corner. Oh, very loose. Does he keep out of the barrier? He does indeed. Up to the line. It's not going to be the fastest, but is it going to be the slowest? No, it's not. It is 9th fastest for Bazza with half a front wing. And
we look to Cloud now, and Cloud is going to be out of qualifying because up to turn 1, or around turn 1 should I say, he went straight into the wall, and as you can see from the broadcast, he has no front wing.
There is no front wing on that car, but if he can keep it from corner cutting, he can slot himself ahead of at least 2 drivers. Quinn is next. Where's Quinn on track in comparison? Oh, Bazza, what are you doing, fella? As Quinn comes through the lowest hairpin, Bazza's trying to get out of the way. He's literally hugging that hairpin for dear life to try and get out of the way. Sometimes the line through that hairpin is to take the curb, so luckily Quinn thought better of it with his new livery, not to take the inside curb as Bazza was sort of aggressively making out, and that's a corner cut from Quinn. And that's his qualifying over, and we'll be starting towards the back.
Yeah, unfortunate for him there because he was looking forward to this one, I think, with his fresh livery as well. So if you just get that car back to the pits, if possible, gonna go and finish the lap, I think. But
yeah, you have to finish them now.
May as well. Oh yeah, you have to finish the lap, should I say? No matter what. So will be an interesting one to see him fight from the back.
Gareth Purple Sector 1. Not sure how correct that is. If you can check the race directory. Risky. Just do a comparison between Connor and Gareth's. Just to see what sort of sector times we're looking for. Sector 1 mainly.
An 18.7 from Connor. And Gareth did a 19 flat.
So not fastest. The game lied to me again. Through this, we'll see where he is in comparison to the second sector. 53.8 total time. I think this could be good enough. Keeps it clean through swimming pool, through Raskas, and nearly kicking the back end out on exit. Oh, that's deep. Well, that's the curb on the exit. Up to the line.
About 6th, I think. 5th. I was close.
You were very close, and he's managed to somehow slot himself between Kingen and Magic Poop Cannon. Mind the rest of the grid. Mine 1 to P3 is quite close. 4th down to P7. No, even P7 is very close. Jake's starting. Splinter is finishing. Only 2 drivers left to set a time. Jamie is one of them. Is this pole position? It's not, but it's not even the front row. He's fall shy by just over a 10th. Jake's comes to the lowest hairpin. He will start on the second row minimum, will Splinter. And Connor is guaranteed to start on the front row.
Just see what our race winner last week can do then. It's quite a tightly compacted grid, as you said, so race start will be interesting and see if any of these drivers at the back maybe make that longer strategy work.
Maybe the handling model's changed. I haven't seen a lot of drivers lose their back end to a swimming pool that much. Maybe the handling model's made it better for drivers, and I might actually like Monaco again. But here we go then. Oh, very loose out the final couple of corners through Vasquez, and the final one, he's derating very early up to the line. Is it pole? No, it's only 8th place for last week's race winner. And ART Connor is on pole position with Niels locking out the front row.
Yeah, not a bad qualifying for lots of our drivers. I think our race winner last week will be a little bit disappointed, but there's still the race to go itself.
I'm pretty sure Jake didn't start very high up the grid in Japan and still won. This is a different track, completely different to Japan. Anything can happen. So it's Connor from Niels, Splinter, Camo, Babbo, King and Gareth, Magic Poop Cannon, Jake, Speed Newgarden and VSR Clark all starting in the top 10. Bill, Bazza, Jess, Cloud, Kaya, Evil Dragon, Speed Quinn and Waze will all be starting on fresh tyres from 11th down to 18th. Waze at the back after, I'm not sure what he did, whether he went out too early, he messed up his lap and just boxed anyway. So maybe a steward's inquiry after the race whether to see why Waze didn't set a lap. It just looked incredibly quick between drivers.
It does indeed. I think we're going to see a few shock results potentially tonight as well with the nature of the track. I think Niels being up there in second after a poor week last week of spinning under the safety car in Japan will be hoping to fight his way maybe even into first, from second to first, and try and hold it, but it's going to be difficult because nobody knows what happens at Monaco until the very last corner.
Yeah, even the last lap could decide the fate of the winner of the Monaco Grand Prix. "39 laps. Oh, I've got to do this tomorrow. I don't know if... What? That's why it was less than 39 normally. But 39 laps of Monaco is what is ahead of these drivers. And it's going to be a long game. It's going to be a really long game for some of these drivers. Try not to just go for it at turn 1, because that's not where the race is won. It's not where the race is run. It might be where positions gained or lost, but keeping it clean on lap 1 is where you need to be.
39 laps is so long. I'm just looking at that thinking, oh my lord.
I'm just smiling to myself. I shared this stream to my mate, and he just sent me a gif of the white cat just closing the door slowly, just away from the link. Thank you for your support. Let's have a look at some tyres. We don't want that.
Got ERT Jordan in the chat saying good luck to Bazza and Camo, fellow ERT, so fair play to him. That's a nice bit of support there.
Yeah, Camo Babbo in 4th, Bazza down in 12th. Only 3 drivers opting for the medium tyre start. It is a 2-stop. I can pretty much guarantee you now there will be a safety car. This is nothing against the drivers, it's just the nature of the track and the simulation damage. If there's going to be debris, there's bound to be a safety car around here. Yeah, 3 drivers, so it's Bazza, Evil Dragon and Sweet Quinn all starting on the mediums. Alt Strat, a bit different. Obviously you can't pit on the safety car, but if a virtual safety car comes out you can pit, and that will really benefit some of the soft tyre runners towards the end of their first stint. A lot of drivers disqualified on the formation lap. Kingan down to Newgarden and then Evil Dragon at the back. A lot of drivers are going to have a lot of cold tyres.
Yes, they are. So wait for the final driver then, and this is your bit.
It is 5 red lights and it's boogity boogity boogity. Let's go racing. Decent start from the front two runners, but I think Splinter's trying to have a look up the inside of Niels in towards turn 1. 3 abreast further behind, but it looks quite clean. A couple of drivers got in the corners. I see a little bit of carnage behind. Wing damage flying, but no safety car yet. All drivers up to at least P10 look clean through the first sector. Bazza dropping down the order has severe wing damage. No front wing on that Brawn GP style livery car. And it looks like Quinn's made up a few positions off the start or just held, but very close. Oh, there's a bit of carnage into the lowest hairpin. There's a couple of drivers without front wings. That is Bill hugging that inside wall. He's got himself stuck. Is that going to cause a safety car? You can see that strategy on there. It'd be soft, soft, medium, or soft, medium, soft for these drivers. Or if you get more wing damage and need to pit. The corner cuts for Splinter and Kingan. Did they go side by side through? Oh, Kingan's hit the wall. He's got severe wing damage, and that debris could cause punctures for the drivers behind. Kingan now going to cause a little bit of a train. Drivers behind's got to be careful. VSR Clark has been overtaken by Newgarden, and VSR Clark has got no front wing either. I need a breath. How many people are going to pit? There's no safety car though. Oh, yellow flag further behind.
Bill has crashed at to back, so through that fast left-hander without front wing, clearly too difficult for him. No safety cars as of yet, but with the amount of debris on track and the amount of drivers pitting, it's going to be really interesting to see if we do actually get a VSC at some point. I feel like a few of these drivers that have pit, well, I feel like all of the drivers that have pit got wing damage, and the front two are the only two that have sort of stayed close to each other, with Jake up 4 places, so he's a big winner of that one, along with Jess, Evil Dragon, and Speed Quinn all starting near the back, as Evil Dragon and Jess go side by side. Oh, Evil Dragon and Jess in the wall at the tunnel.
Oh, did Quinn get contact?
Just hits them. I think
did he hit them?
Hit them?
Did he get any wing damage? We're not sure. Doesn't look visually. Through the tunnel. What's happening?
Oh,
Jess.
That was Kia. Kia went into the side of Jess because Jess was sideways, just in the middle of the track, nowhere to go. So that's
Kia's gone flat. How have you not lost your wheels going flat through that corner without front wing? Oh, he needs to watch out for Cloud behind. One of the drivers who made an early stop probably got wing damage. I don't think Splinter did get any wing damage, as more drivers are making pit stops. Probably these yellow flags are making drivers jump and go into the pits. I noticed that before the carnage unfolded, that while I was in the pit lane watching Splinter, the Aston Martin safety car is at this track. It is not the Mercedes, it is the Aston Martin from the new update, and we'll hopefully get to see it on track. If there's no safety car, then that's just a commentator's curse gone wrong. Guess is in the pits. Magic Poop Cannon comes out in 12th. Not many positions lost compared to the drivers ahead. Splinter, I don't think he got damage. He's probably done this strategically to get clear air, and he's got quite a bit of it. And even if the drivers have fumbles, they'll probably make it back to the pits before he catches up to any of them. I'm surprised Evil Dragon's not in the pits. He had a little bit of a thump with the wall with Jess, but it looks like he's not got any damage as he goes flat through the tunnel.
Yeah, must have come out with that one quite luckily scot-free actually, as we see Neil's in the pit, so he must have maybe tapped the wall. Yeah, new front wing ready for him, so early stop, maybe not what I would have wanted, because I did see him drop off the pace, but Jake and Gareth fighting for third. I think Gareth holding that position ahead of Jake. These two started alongside each other, so not too badly there.
Where's Niels going to come out in comparison to Splinter? Niels I think might be clear. He's got a tight run through turn 1. Splinter will have the speed, but Niels will be ahead, so Splinter must have had a wing change, seeing as he was at the end of the pit lane, so would not have been held by anyone. So yeah, wing change for Splinter. Niels, yellow sector 3. Someone's lost it through the swimming pool. That's Kaya again, I believe. No front wing. Jess is not too far behind, but Jess has now got to be careful with no ghosting. Is being caught by race leader Connor, and in the past there have been horrific incidents with trying to get by lap cars in JACKOCAR, as Kaya now retires in the pits.
In the pits? I think so.
Yeah, in the pits. Someone's come out the pits. That's Waze leaving the pits. He will come out an hour lap behind the race leader. Connor got through quite... oh! What is Waze and Jess doing? I'm not sure what... What? Oh, that's damage for Jess again. I don't know what Waze is trying to do. He's slowing down. Is that Gareth trying to get by Waze? Waze needs to keep out of the way. Blue flags will be waved. They're not in motion here in JACKOCAR. But if you start doing something drastic like braking on a straight or visibly blocking that causes damage, oh, I'm not sure if this order's messed up again. I'm not sure if Jake got damaged there. He was really close to the back with Gareth. Still trying to get by Waze. Is he gone? Can we have a better view? Is Waze gone?
I'm not sure if Waze
is not even there.
Session anymore.
Where's Waze gone? Oh, he's got no front wing. So he's dropped down a little bit and is now going to get overtaken and lapped by Quinn. Newgarden up to 5th. But you've got to remember these drivers in the top 7 haven't made a pit stop. Another yellow flag. That was at the lowest hairpin. There's no car there now. It might have been for maybe Magic Poop Cannon or Clark. Could have been for Clark. But whatever the yellow flag was, it's gone. Babo now in the pits.
What a crazy start to this race. And just something we haven't yet to mention, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, is the Joker driver, which currently we have one, and he's leading this race of ART Connor.
Is he leading the race? Because my timing screen's messed up and apparently Evil Dragon's leading.
Yeah,
that's great.
The timing screens don't believe us, but Connor is leading the race. And
yeah, there we go. Connor is now
clear.
back. And he's on Joker. He's chosen this very well. He's chosen a track that not only is he quick at, and he said he weren't going to race. I think the reason why he's chosen to race because he's Joker and because he slapped it on pole position. The only thing that can really stop him now is a safety car, which could happen because the amount of yellow flags we're getting. I'm not surprised we haven't had one yet. Kamababo's in the pits again. He's just come in. Oh no, he's not. Oh, this order's really annoying me.
The amount of debris on track as well. That's a yellow flag in sector 3 and 1. Oh, this is just madness. But Niels has no front wing as well, and he has Splinter right behind him. So Niels will be diving into the pits again. So not good for Splinter. Splinter finally gets past him and then can go hunting Evil Dragon.
Not a good race for Niels. Maybe I jinxed him. Hard tyres for him. He'll probably run to the end. This is the second and final stop. New front wing, hopefully his last. And we'll probably be near the back. Oh, this timing screen glitch is just really annoying me now. I don't know where anyone is on track. Like, it's Connor from Gareth, Jake. It is Newgarden in 4th. Quinn is in 5th. Kamababo in 6th. Technically not net race leader because he's on the same strategy now as Connor. So he is technically net P2. Then you've got Splinter and Cloud 3rd and 4th. As Splinter has gotten by Evil Dragon. They might be teammates because Evil Dragon didn't put up a fight there. Obviously he knows that he's a strategy behind. Pit stop behind. That could probably shift in the way of not being in the way. Is that Jake in the pits? It is Jake in the pits. First of second stop. No wing change, but tyres should be mediums. He should come out somewhere around Splinter. Splinter's... Oh, Evil Dragon's got no front wing. He's starting to hold up a little bit of a queue. Cloud and Kingham behind, getting feisty with Magic Puma Cannon. Waiting in the back. All of these guys will get DRS. Wait, did Evil Dragon stay out? He's got no front wing, lad. Why didn't you pit? He's gone straight on and he's out. Is that going to be a safety car? Quinn did pit. He did start on the mediums as well. So this is early if he's going to do 2 sets of softs. He comes out in P11. Still no safety car. Did they get turned on, I wonder? I hope so. They're normally on default anyway. So...
Scurry and check the settings now.
Can you check the settings?
Yeah, you can indeed. Yeah. Safety cars are on and on increase.
Oh, so we're having this many yellow flags around Monaco and we can't even get a simple safety car. Maybe the update broke it.
Well, if we don't get to see the safety car, maybe it's because it's the Aston Martin safety car, and like you say, maybe we won't get to see it this
I'll
week.
put the curse on it. Gareth in, medium tyres. Newgarden stays out for another lap. Wait, did Newgarden pit? Has Newgarden made a stop? No, he hasn't.
No,
The lap count and time finally changed on his tyres. It's a little bit behind. But he's got Kamababo on fresh tyres right up his chuff. Going through... did you say Mazanane?
I think so, yeah, then through Casino just there.
Casino, yeah. I know Monaco pretty well, but some corners really throw me off. Newgarden not really playing ball here and holding them up. Newgarden may want to pit. It could be team speed tactics, even though they're not in the same teams. For JACKOCAR. This will prove how difficult it is to overtake at Monaco. I think Newgarden ran over a little bit of debris there. No punctures. This will help anyone behind Kamababo. Clark is out.
It's on the left hand side. Oh, we do have a puncture for Waze as well. I've just looked at the rear tyre of Waze and he has a right rear puncture as well, and he's only just at the
I think Baz has got to watch out here. Oh, his car's on the left, so it's, if you run wide out of that corner, as Newgarden finally pits, he's done one lap of holding up. Into the pits he goes, medium tyres, no front wing chains, kept it nice and tidy. He is going to be further down thanks to the undercut of the other drivers. Cloud will probably get him as well as Kingan, and Magic Poop Can is looking at Kingan in towards turn 1. Very close. As you said, it's very difficult to overtake. Newgarden should come out ahead of Quinn, as they were, but Quinn might have caught up a little bit of time. There might be a little bit of team orders here as well, because Quinn is going to be on softs to the end. Maybe if Newgarden can't catch up to the drivers ahead. Yellow flag in the second sector. Is that Waze? It is Waze trying to get out of the way. Don't park it on the inside of the back. And there's cars coming. Oh my goodness me.
He's got
There's
to
no more cars.
He's just gonna try
Go now, yeah. Go, man.
How close was that?
He hasn't got a lot of cars behind him. He's got half a front wing. Why is he stopping? What? Oh, he's got a puncture, hasn't he? He's got a puncture. Sorry, yeah. He's got a puncture. This is why he's going this slowly. Oh, is that Camo Babo coming into car? Yeah, it is. Coming into Raskas.
Makes it to the pits. Just about.
Not a good day for Waze. Still in 15th because Clark crashed further up the road. Still no safety car.
And we're on lap 11. I was just going to say no safety car on lap 11. This race is just manic.
The safety car, realistically, it comes up at any time between now and just before Connor's pit stop is when it will ruin Connor's strategy. If the safety car comes out after Connor pits, Connor might be in a little bit of trouble in traffic. It might be behind Camo Babo. But if they are, I don't think Camo Babo's going to let it go. No, just because he's got a pit again. I don't know. We'll see. If they are team orders, then Connor will be let through for an easy win.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, not an easy win, but as Connor now pits, ran his luck with the safety car with all these yellow flags. Maybe the next one could cause one. Kingan gets another 3 seconds. Medium tyres to the end. This should be clear for him. Kamababa will get him, but I don't think anyone else will. Garrett's coming through the final corner and Connor is exiting the pits. Keep it clean on the exit. Kamababa will lead, and by quite a margin, Connor will be on fresh tyres all the way until Kamababa makes his pit stop, and Connor's had the pace. Garrett's not quite within DRS, but maybe because the tyres warmed up can keep pace. Jake is in 5th, has done pretty well. Splinter, one of the early stoppers, up in 4th. Cloud and Kingan with Magic Poop Cannon all stopped fairly early as well.
Magic Poop Cannon just tapped the wall there as well for me. I just wonder if simulation damage that might have got him very, very slight damage, but seems to be doing alright at the minute. But this train of cars now in the midfield is getting very close. from
It is.
Cloud in 6th all the way to Quinn in 10th.
Yeah, that gap between Newgarden and this train was fairly substantial. The guys at Speed were probably are in a party and probably said, pick up the pace, catch up to the queue, and I need to overtake you, but we'll see if any team orders come out about. But with it being Monaco, just because you're on the quicker tire doesn't mean you're going to get past.
Yeah, that is for certainly. It's all about consistency around Monaco. It's all well and good you've been able to set a quick lap, but can you do that for 39 laps? As Gareth that little bit closer to Connor this time, but the tyre difference is one of many, well, 3 laps, but we know Connor doesn't have to stop again. Everybody else, apart from Jess and Waze, does. Oh, and
Yeah.
Niels, I didn't see Niels.
Niels is fine, yeah, but Jess is a lap down, that's not going to help. Gareth, however, has got some mega pace on these mediums and is now in DRS of Connor. Connor was probably not going to push, no real reason to push, because he's got a pit stop ahead of everyone that's behind him, and he's only 4 seconds behind Kamababo with a pit stop in hand.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just keeping an eye on this midfield battle. It gets quite interesting. Magic Poop Cannon gets quite close to the back of Kingdom, and then once Kingen has sort of like dropped off from Cloud, Magic Poop Cannon also drops off. So it's like they can't get close to each other to overtake each other.
Niels has got some pace, even though he's down in 11th and 40 seconds away from this battle. A safety car could really help his race, along with Bazza. Not sure it would help Jess or Waze with them being a lap down. If only there was a way for lap cars to overtake safety car.
Yeah, black cars couldn't like themselves. That would be a nice feature to have. But
The issue with that is, I think if there was a glitch where any car could overtake the safety car, then someone could say, oh, I'm a lap car, overtake the safety car and get a lap on everyone. Like we've had before, because that glitch is not good. How you can overtake, somehow overtake the safety car. Why was there a yellow flag? I'm watching this battle. Any contact between any of these guys? They've just come through this segment. Still a yellow flag there. Is that a glitch? Waze is going through there now. No. Yeah, there's just yellow flags randomly. That's probably why we won't get a safety car. Because there's a yellow flag glitch.
So at least we know Monaco's still broken on the game.
I can't wait for this tomorrow. This is going to be fun.
Excellent.
Can't wait to get wing damage. Ooh, there's an overtake of Magic Poop Cannon, losing position to Newgarden. Ooh, Raskas. Didn't quite catch that. But that's progress for Newgarden. Hopefully Quinn can follow him through. Quinn's going to have the inside into turn 1. Forces Magic Poop Cannon wide. Quinn has to take a corner cutting warning, which gives him a 3-second time penalty. But he is through now and into 9th. He's got to pick up the pace really. He wants to find any more positions. The soft tyres strategy is not really working out for him, having started on the mediums.
And Cloud now coming up to Jess, who's the lapped car. Remember, she doesn't have to get out the way, but obviously the blue flags 3 times, and she will, and she does pull to the right hand side, so everybody should safely get past now.
Yeah, nice and clean. Yeah, it's just a glitch at a flag that will now never cause us to get a safety car.
That's annoying, but for Connor...
Oh, Newgarden's hit the wall. I came on board with him, and he's absolutely smashed his front wing into the side on the exit swimming pool, and he's going to now have to make an early pit stop. Recommendation would be medium tyres to the end. Don't have to go on hards from here. You should be sufficient enough to go on the mediums to the end, especially when Newgarden is master of tyre wear managing. I don't think it will be softs. He started on soft, so... Or did he start on medium?
He has put softs on.
Maybe that was his first set. Maybe he hasn't stopped. No, but he was on mediums.
No, he has stopped. That was his second stop, yeah.
Soft tyres is an interesting one. I would have gone mediums, because I'm pretty sure a safety car isn't coming out. But he is going to have clear air. Magic Poop
Cannon.
Cannon is not too far behind. Maybe it was strategic because of the amount of clear air behind this train. He can now undercut these guys as long as he keeps it out of the wall. He could get all of them. He could jump. He could easily jump all the way Cloud up to P6. And then just become a train, because at the end of the day you can't overtake at Monaco. Very difficult.
Yeah, indeed. Connor as well is very slowly reducing that gap to Kamababo, so he will be starting to be stiffing the rear of his gearbox in a few laps' time. Maybe saying you've had your fun at the top, but it's my go again to resume that position. But as far as we look, there isn't anyone close to each other apart from Kingan and Cloud, who've been like this for a long time. There's a yellow flag.
Is that legit? Yeah, it's legit. It is legit. Gareth has lost his front wing, pushing and trying to hold on to that third position. He's now got no front wing and he's going to have to do a lot of the lap without it. Why is he burning EOS? That's not really sensible when this track is not good for harvesting. Shouldn't really be going flat through the tunnel either if you want to keep all four wheels on your car. Is he going to be a pain now to Splinter, who's catching up behind? There's a little bit of a gap between him and Jake, but Splinter is not going to be wanting this traffic. Will Gareth make it easy for him, or is there going to be contact? Gareth's becoming a literal mobile chicane. Will he get out of the way? This has cost Splinter lots and lots of time. There's a little bit of a spin. Did he hit his rear wheel on the inside of the wall? He was a little bit far away, I think, to be that. But he's into the pits.
And we have
fresh boots.
Jake as well. Got a puncture through to back as well, I think. Or it might be a swimming pool. So Jake's going to dive into the pits. Quinn's going to dive into the pits.
Probably medium.
So that debris then.
This is strategy, Quinn. But these guys don't know there's not going to be a safety car. So there's no reason to pit. But, well, there is reason to pit. But there isn't. But it's a front wing change for Quinn.
Puncture change for Jake as well as...
He is on medium tyres.
Yeah.
And they will go to the end. Where's Newgarden going to be with these guys taking front wing changes? And Newgarden's through. He's jumped Quinn. Jake's had a very long pit stop.
He did indeed, and I was watching that, and he got his wing change. I wonder if it's because he had that puncture, but maybe it looked like he got ahead in the pits, as now Newgarden has to weave his way through Waze's AI car. He's back in this car now, so Waze should get out of the way, but he won't just yet. This is going to be costing Newgarden time on those softs.
He is. He did have a nice undercut on Quinn and the rest of the field, and now that's just starting to be taken away. Waze is going to get, there you go, there's his first for ignoring blue flags. Is he going to fight it, or is Matt going to get angry? They were side by side through the tunnel. Newgarden is through, and now Quinn has to deal with the treacherous Waze as Cloud makes his final pit stop.
He's on the... what? Is Cloud in the pits for you? He's driving backwards.
Yeah.
We had
has it been serviced? Has it been serviced? He's gone.
Oh.
He's away. Gareth is through. Even though he had a wing change. Don't think Cloud had a wing change, but he's away and he's come out 1.5 seconds as he get a flag. I think that's for Magic Poop Cannon? No, he's there. I don't know. These yellow flags are already throwing me off.
This game is still not fixed.
It's not.
So massive.
It's lovely. It's so lovely that this game is broken. Ooh. Newgarden's out. Newgarden is out of the Grand Prix. What has happened there? He managed to get my Waze. Where is this? I'm on board with Bazza, but he's quite a long way behind. Is that Newgarden's car? It is. That's at...
It is, yeah.
That is at the hairpin. No, towards the hairpin.
Sideways, just before, yeah.
It was ahead of Waze. And Waze was near Quinn. Where's Waze? Waze is nowhere near Quinn. Waze does not have damage, though. What has happened to Newgarden? Either way, he's out of the Grand Prix, and that's a double non-points finish. As Kingan decides to pit under those yellow flags probably wanting a safety car or probably thinking there might be a safety car. But this wouldn't be a JACKOCAR Monaco without something going wrong, so everything has gone wrong.
As Niels comes into the pits to make his 4th stop, I believe this is.
Probably a 4th wing change.
Wing? Yep. That is exactly correct. Come on.
He is still going to be in the top 10, so if he finishes, he's going to score some decent points. This is what I did at Monaco. Even though I kept crashing and getting wing damage, even though I was trying not to. I got a puncture as well from grazing a wall last time at Monaco. And just, I finished 11th because everyone else crashed. Splinter in the pits. Final stop for him. Kamababa will be thinking about that final pit stop as well.
Has Kingston got wing damage? He has. He's just come out of the pits and he's got wing damage.
Again. Oh,
and
wow.
we have a car. Oh, we have Magic Poop Cannon sideways at the Novo chicane, so he must have hit the inside wall, left-hand side wall going around there, so that's him. I don't know if he got any damage, but he's certainly going for it again. Now he's got damage into the wall, and that's him dead. So if that doesn't cause a safety car, I think that pretty much confirms we won't be getting one.
I'm pretty sure we're not getting one.
Absolute car park because Camo Babbo, and Connor. Oh, Connor's had to stop. He's gonna have to push his way through. And we've got one. We've got a safety car.
How have we got? Oh, there's been a severe collision between Connor and Waze. I'm on board with Connor. There is no Waze. How has that penalty come about? Waze was long gone. Waze was so far away. We've got a safety car somehow. Waze has been disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. Magic Poop Cannon is out and has caused this car park. What is Niels doing? Niels has finally gotten through, I think. Bazza. Can Bazza get through? His car's disappeared, so we can finally go back to something. Jess is nearly being taken out by the safety car. She's got to get a move on. She's got a hell of a move on to get on because the safety car is actually with the leaders and Jess is right in front of them. So she's somehow managed to gain. Is that lap back? I think she's gained that lap back, or is she still a lap down? She might still be a lap down.
I think she might still be a lap down. But
might still be a lap down.
Finally
yeah.
Get to see.
Aston Martin.
Get to see the Aston Martin. Yeah.
It's not broken. It's not a myth, ladies and gentlemen. There is an Aston Martin safety car on your screen, and there is a safety car for us. This is really going to help Connor now. It really is. Now, even though he's got a penalty, this is really going to help him. No matter what, because the rest... Oh, actually, no, it's not. It's not going to help him. I've thrown it all away because I've just remembered. Splinter is on fresh tyres and has made 2 stops. Gareth is on fresh tyres and has made 2 stops. And so has Cloud. And so has Quinn. And so has pretty much anyone except for Basil. So this hasn't really helped Connor. If anything, it's made this race a lot more interesting. Kamababa is going to be out of it, though. He's still got to make that one more stop. He maybe left it a little bit too late, but probably heard us cursing that the safety car would never come out because it's broken, and has just taken a car park in the middle of the swimming pool section for that to happen. It's not increased safety car, and it takes a car park for it to come out.
At least we might get some quote-unquote normal racing from here on in. 22 laps it's taken for a safety car around Monaco. Not only have we had the car backwards driving through the pits, we've had a car park, we've had wing everywhere, we've had punctures, and finally Michael Massey's pressed his button that says safety car.
Yes. Yeah. Jess still yet to overtake Magic Poop Cannon, being that lap behind. I think she might get him now as she's now coming through the Novo chicane. Quite a few cars yet to catch up. This will really help Niels and Kingan. Both struggle with wing damage quite severely. Both 1 on 3 and 4.
P9, but Niels is in 3rd in the queue, and so Bazza in 10th.
He's a lap down then.
Yeah,
lap down. There
Niels
must be a lap
Bazza
down.
are a lap down. Game isn't telling us that. But... So Splinter's got some work to do, although
rain in 10 to 15. No, I don't think that's going to come. Unless there's another safety car, I don't think there's going to be rain. But if there's rain at the end, where you got JACKOCAR... Well, I need some tyres. Let's see what tyres people are on. You've got Kamababa, which will probably do... You've got to do 1 green flag running lap before you pit, you can't follow the safety car in, so that's what camera will have to do on the restart. On the restart, you have to be at the finish line or 2 rows of grids behind the safety car line, behind the finish line when you can go. Yeah, lobby is glitched. Camera will pit. Connor's got to stay out. He's on Joker. He's going to have Splinter, Gareth, Cloud, everyone behind him. Kingman will eventually get into it on those hard tyres. Niels is going to be aggressive, even though he's probably going to have to get out of the way. And Niels is he right behind the leader? He's right behind the Connor, I think. Yeah, he's right behind Connor. So unfortunate for Niels, he can't get by those two. But I think as soon as light goes out, you have to get out of the way. So I don't think those two are going to be making any more positions. Jess may catch up. I think they may go anyway with her being a lap down.
And just looking through positions changed. Cloud up 9, Quinn up 11, so good races for them. Biggest loser is Niels down 7, who obviously started on the front row of the grid, so unfortunate for him. Don't think he's actually going to be able to gain many positions either from being that lap down, but we're going to have to look at Jess, who's coming around the hairpin, and she's hit the wall. Of course she's hit the wall. Unless that was desync on my screen.
I don't know, I'm not on board. Safety car's in anyway. Safety car is in this lap. Quinn, my boy, you will get my driver of the day vote if you don't bottle this. You bottled it in Brazil pre-season 1 hub. You bottled it in Japan last week, and you bottled it in 1 hub last week as well. Please don't bottle it. I do not have to give you the commentator's curse. You have my driver of the day. Kamababo, we'll stay on board with him to make sure this is clean restart. Connor's going to be itching to get by. There's the green flag, and we're underway once again. A lot of drivers maybe jumping the start, but it's going to be single file as a driver goes towards cutting the corner. That's Jake getting out of the way, I think. As up the hill they go. Anyone trying to make any moves? Well, single file as we were on the restart.
Bazza did what Bazza.
Oh, Gareth nearly going for a move up the inside of Splinter, under braking towards. I love corner names. Casino, just down the exit of Casino, towards the Novo chicane. That's my corner name for that.
Bazza got out of the way, so Bazza dropped back. Niels still retaining that third on the grid as we have the yellow flag glitches in sector 1. There is no cars in sector 1.
Yep. Oh, who's gone straight on? Is that Niels going straight on to let everyone through? Someone went straight on there.
Yes. Niels went straight on to get
ahead
himself ahead.
Is that legal? Because not only are you getting a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting, but you're going to get 2 illegal overtakes. There's your 10-second time penalty for corner cutting, and because of the 2 illegal overtakes, it's not going to matter much, Niels, because you need a safety car to get you back into this. Ooh, we're going to keep on the lead, and we're going to keep on the battle for P3. Now that Splinter hasn't got any lap cars in the way, he can now get underway on his race to secure this podium. Maybe catch up to Connor because he's going to be on aging tyres, but Connor looks quicker than Kamababo at the moment.
Yeah, this race is still anyone's really. Look at Splinter without the penalties, Kamababo also without the penalties, but like you say, a stop is required, another stop for Kamababo, so it's going to throw him right down the order unless some safety car wizard comes and saves him, as that's Jess coming out of the pits with Bazza just ahead. So they're on different laps as well, I think, as it stands. So
yeah, Jess is a lap down from the whole field, but Bazza is a lap. I think Jess might be 2 laps down, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she caught up. Does Kamababo now pit? I think it's still a little bit too early. Neil's fastest lap. Maybe does that include straight line of the chicane? I don't think it will. No, it didn't. But Neil's showing he has the pace and had the pace from the beginning. Just kept making mistakes and has now got a lot of penalties. I don't think that 10 seconds coming off, Sunshine, because you made that decision and you blew up the corner.
Oh, Bazza sideways, Bazza backwards at the Nobel chicane. As Jess had to roll past across the corner and get a penalty for that one. So Bazza not having the best of races, but still in the top 10. And before these drivers finish, they will all get points as per the rules.
We might have more finishes than last week, but I won't jump the gun too much yet, because
you just jinxed that now. Everyone will crash now.
No, never. Cameron was playing the sensible game of trying to pull a gap so we can see where we can feed, but there's an absolute train that Splinter's causing. It's got Gareth, Cloud and Quinn all behind him, but Splinter's on the freshest of them all, just probably doesn't have the pace. Gareth trying to shape up a move around the outside of Raskas. Quinn going to go up the inside of Cloud. Has Cloud got damage, or was just that Cloud just letting him through? Quinn now up into the top 5. Does have penalties though, so Splinter may still steal this win. However, Connor's 5-second penalty may be under scrutiny by the stewards at the end, because I don't think there was anything in it for a reason to get Connor a 5-second. He won't be pitting again unless he gets wing damage, but I don't think he will. If he goes for a silly move on Kamababa, maybe he will, but as it stands, I'm pretty sure Connor has this race in the bag. Splinter will have to do it on track and needs to know that to win this race.
This battle between Gareth and Splinter, Gareth gets so close, gets right up to the back of Splinter and then just can't get past him. It just shows how tricky it is to overtake at Monaco with, well, similar tyres really, 10 lap old, 7 lap old. It's just a case of being patient, waiting for Splinter to make a mistake ahead, but as it stands, Splinter just about maintaining that position. As we see, that was Quinn, I think, just tapped the wall, but might have got away with that. Who knows with the way the lobby's going. As Kamababo does pit.
Yeah, relinquishes Connor back into the lead of this race. Here's going to be a tricky one for you. 10 laps to go. Well, technically 11, because we haven't done lap 29 yet. That'll put Connor's tyres on about 28 lap old, and Splinter's will only be on 19. I think Splinter has an opportunity here to close in. He shouldn't just sit back just because he's got that penalty. He probably doesn't know the circumstances that Connor's got that penalty, and that penalty will probably get sent to the stewards for removal. And I would agree that it should be removed, because I didn't see anything wrong with whatever Connor did. He was just getting through. It's not a 5-second penalty worthy for getting getting through a car crash. Quinn's got 3 seconds, so he should jump Gareth. I'm not sure when Gareth got that 5 second either. Could be under scrutiny. Scrutiny. Same with Clouds. King and Anoa's got all track limits. He's got Jake on his gearbox, who's also got 6 seconds of penalties. Kamababo, one of 2 drivers yet to get a penalty, and if there's a late safety car, could really snatch himself a top 3 finish, or even top 5 at least. But he's got fresh tyres and got work to do.
It's going to be a closer end to this race than we thought. When we got to about lap 20 and there was no safety cars, things were everywhere. Is that slow Jess? I think that is Jess, through the tunnel. Doesn't quite take it flat, but I think that's just to avoid taking any more damage.
I saw Niels in the Soul Purple car and I thought it was Connor. I was like, Niels didn't get very far ahead of Connor, even though he cut the chicane.
He still isn't too far ahead of Connor, to be honest. To be honest with you, I don't think. Oh no, never mind, that's Jess, the car behind him. That is Jess, the car. Yep, 2 purple cars there getting
confused. Yeah, it is Jess. It is Jess.
Niels, 4 pit stops. So Niels wins. Well, joint with Waze, but Waze got disqualified, so Niels is winning on the most pit stops for now.
Niels could still make even more pit stops. He might even go for fastest lap, even though I think he's already got it.
Gareth has dropped back a little bit from Splinter, so tyre life coming into this is...
he hit the wall.
Taps the wall
as
well, yeah.
didn't see any carbon fibre. We'll see through this corner whether we understeer. There's no understeer, so which means there's no damage. Because even the smallest amount of wing damage around such a high downforce track will cause understeer, and the driver will not be able to go through any of these corners as it used to with the front wing.
Splinter catching up to Connor as well quite quickly.
Yeah, he knows. Splinter knows. He's probably heard and now knows. He's been told that he has to overtake it to get the win, because that 5-second penalty is not a given. Not a given. You can't just hand people wins because they have a penalty ahead, because you never know if that penalty might get removed.
Yeah,
so Splinter's getting a move on.
He got it was not good. Wasn't even. The car park literally just had to. The only way he could get through it was just sort of weave his way through it, and Waze wasn't even ready there. He was just miles away.
Unless it was delayed on my screen, I'm pretty sure the safety car hadn't come out yet. On my screen, Connor was going down the pit straight by the time he got his penalty and the safety car came out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a penalty for Cloud. That's not going to help him, especially if that 5 seconds was going to be removed. He would have jumped up ahead of Gareth and Quinn, at least Quinn. Another yellow flag. Pretty sure that's not for anything major.
I think Jess was letting a few guys through at turn 1. Yeah,
Splinter now is nearly in DRS, but will he have the opportunity to overtake? He's got loads of EOS. He's been harvesting loads and loads, and Connor's been burning it and trying to stay ahead. And even though Connor's burning it through the tunnel, that gap's come down to 8/10, and Splinter is now within DRS of Connor, and Splinter's got the fresher tyres and will have the fresher tyres till the end.
Yeah, we saw Camo Babbo pit when his tyres were on about lap 22, I think. So Connor's going to start feeling it now for sure. So Splinter just has to maybe be a little bit patient to start with, and then just wait. You see Connor sliding about already, so Splinter's going to have, well, for him, he's going to hope to have this move done by the end of lap 39. But patience is a virtue on this track, and you just got to almost wait for Connor to make that mistake with his tyres being as old as they are.
Yeah, it's got to be. I'd say he's got about 6 strong opportunities, maybe a little bit more, but he has time. And he's got the gap behind it. He's not really got any pressure of the drivers behind that are going to shove their nose up the inside. Yeah, there's quite a few opportunities that are going to come, and they are going to come more frequently the more laps are completed, because those tyres are going to get worse and worse for Connor. 9 lap difference on those two. That's the whole soft tyre stint basically between the two drivers.
Yeah, just look how cautiously Connor has to be on throttle as well, coming out of the chicanes as well as through to back. He just hasn't got the rear grip. So as much as we say you can't overtake around Monaco, but Splinter could prove us wrong.
He could. I remember overtaking Splinter. No, it might have been Cloud. I overtook Cloud and Beesma, I think it was. The orange car is. Or Splinter's made me think it was him, but it wasn't. It was Beesma back in JACKOCAR season 1, Monaco, and I went around the outside of those two on a virtual safety car restart through the tunnel. So there are places you can overtake. It's all about getting the better exits and knowing if there's going to be a virtual, when it's going to end, blah blah blah. It's a lot difficult this year with Delta being a bit messed up. Gareth's got himself involved here. And
he has.
I'm not sure how he got his 5 second either. Could have been on Waze as well. May have been speeding in the pit lane, but could you check that to see how he got that 5 second?
Yeah,
he could be on for this win as well.
I'll check in a sec, because I've just seen Camo Babbo lost his front wing after he came out of Casino, and I just saw his front wing fly down the little straight. So.
Yeah, he's got no front wing through the tunnel.
One lap for him, as I will check Gareth's penalty now.
Cloud and Quinn have swapped positions, I thought, unless Quinn is now hunting down Cloud. I know Quinn was in P5, but
Quinn was ahead, I believe. I think Cloud was catching him. So.
Yeah, so now Cloud's ahead on 1 lap fresher tyres, but Quint's penalties might snatch him that position back. Unless that 5 second gets removed, it needs to stay within 2 seconds. No, 5 seconds removed, it doesn't matter, it needs to all go on track. Camababo pits.
Yeah, Gareth's penalty was for ignoring a yellow flag on lap 25. I wonder if that was Delta or if that was just because of the safety car.
No, it wouldn't have been Delta because that's a drive-through. Ignoring the yellow flag means he's made an illegal overtake on someone.
Yeah,
Either overtaken under yellow flags and not giving the place back. So Gareth may stand. What about Clouds? 5 seconds.
I think Clouds was the same, but I'll just double check because I think it was on a different lap. Clouds was on. Yeah, Clouds was at a... Oh no, Clouds was on the same lap as well. So, oh my lord, the amount of incidents to scroll through.
Maybe they could have been involved in something similar and had to cut a corner.
Yeah. Both drivers ignoring yellow flags, so that would be an interesting one.
Leave it in the hands of the stewards. I think they'll know what to do.
Not for us to decide.
But as far as I'm aware, Connor should get removed based on the scenario and the fact that Connor could pretty much had nothing to do other than try and get through whatever gap there was that was left from the debris of Magic Poop Cannon Ways.
Yup, indeed. I just watching this battle and how Connor's doing an exceptional job of retaining the lead, but I just wonder if Splinter doesn't want to risk going for it just because of the tyre advantage.
He is guaranteed second place. If we had tasks, we could probably see what the tyre difference is like, because it'd be interesting to see what is the difference. There is a graphic that can come up on the screen if I get rid of the little menu, so we'll see if that pops up. But it could probably give us a comparison on Connor's and Splinter's tyres. Splinter's have got to be a lot more fresher, even though he is on pad compared to wheel. I think he's on pad, Splinter, still. I know that pad may be a little bit quicker, but wheel is a lot more durable on tyre. Did I just get a splash of rain on stream?
Yes, you did. I think it is raining.
I know New Garden said in chat there was rain expected 10 to 15 minutes, but that was on about like 24, 25 on the safety car. If there was another safety car, maybe there could have been some rain. But if this comes quick and fast, this could either help Connor or
is it rain? I
cost
can't
him.
tell if it's rain.
Well, look, looking on the tunnel, it looked like the graphic changed. I'll go on board. On board always gives you an indication. It is raining. It is raining, and Connor almost loses the back end on the exit of the Novo chicane. Can he keep it clean through to back? He can. Splinter. Oh, this is going to be a cautious final couple of laps. With it starting to rain, it's going to get a little bit greasy out there. There's a lot of rubber laid down on track, which could still help these guys. But Connor's going to be the worst of them all. Niels picks up another time penalty. He's very cautious on that throttle. We'll keep an eye on Connor's throttle. 2 laps to hang on though, Connor, and you're in the playoffs. Splinter might cheer on that he's won, but it will go provisionally to Splinter from the checkered flag. And with the lobby how it is, I'm going to make sure that they all see what penalties people have, where they were when they crossed the line, so they can work out who finishes where. Because at the end of the day, when everyone crosses the line, it could glitch out completely. So
yeah, the only thing now that would be going through Connor's head will be don't get a 3-second penalty. Because if he gets a corner cutting penalty, then that will put him behind the 2 behind him. Because Splinter and Gareth, neither of them have penalties in that aspect. So this is going to be such a cautious final lap if this rain gets any heavier.
I think Quinn's just managing this P5 now, unless he's got damage. But it could be the rain. It's dry in the tunnel, and as soon as you exit, there's a downpour. Yeah, he's saving fuel. No, Quinn's saving fuel. Very heavy braking into the Novo chicane. I'm reading comments while commentating. This is not good. But this is one more lap for these drivers to navigate around the tricky streets of Monaco. With the weather how it is, there's going to be a lap car getting involved. Jess, stay out of the way. What tyres is she on? She might have just come out on...
Soft.
She's gone on soft. She is a lap down, so a bit of a waste unless there was a wing change required. Splinter's going to have to send it if he wants it. Connor's going to have to keep it clean on track if he wants it as well. Rain at the end of Monaco, and Splinter's got 100% EOS, and Connor's got 19. Splinter, burn it all! Just send it all! You don't need to harvest anymore. Just use overtake. Come on! Give it something. Don't believe that you're going to get victory on penalties, because that never happens. There can always be a change at the end. But
this race.
Yeah, maybe we would have wanted a few more laps. Maybe we needed a few more safety cars, and this rain could have come a lot quicker and would have affected the race results a lot more. But round the final corner, the Joker has worked once again, and once again for ART. Connor will win the race on track. There is a 5-second up for dispute, but Splinter will take provisional position in the playoffs. Gareth will get that final spot on the podium again. Back-to-back podiums for Gareth. Cloud 4th. Oh, it's side by side between Quinn and Kingan. I think Quinn will get Kingan because of the penalties. Quinn is 5th. Kingan down to 6th. That rain is really making these drivers struggle. Camarababo will be one of our final 2 drivers to cross the line. Camarababo recovers to 7th after being the last pit stopper after the safety car. Jake, after last week's win, will come home in 8th. These results don't really matter too much to him now until the playoffs, but if you win that season, if you become regular season champion, you get a bundle of playoff points which play a huge part in you trying to get towards that champion 5 spot.
Yeah, what a mad end to the race. That was exciting after about lap 22, that did.
I told you, Quinn, if you hang on, you'll get my driver of the day vote.
Yeah, good race from Quinn, from nearly last on the grid to P5, I think. But
yeah,
that good podium again for Gareth, as you say, and I think we will see a lot of penalties disputed. But well done to Jamie, Connor, Gareth, all of the drivers really. But yeah, we'll be looking for the stewards and looking for the final results on Twitter.
Look away now if you've got a fear of penalties as they pop up on screen. So Splinter takes the provisional win from Connor, who has a 5-second penalty that could dispute it in the stewards report. Gareth gets back-to-back podiums and should surely be near the top. Splinter will definitely have back-to-back P2s guaranteed, so Splinter will probably be leading the charge, even though he may not be in the playoffs. If he is, he will be if he gets the win. Connor will be in the playoffs after that penalty removal. Gareth will be 3rd. Cloud, Quinn top 5. Kingan finishes the race. Camarababo, Jake, Niels, Bazza and Jess are your final finishers, and they will all score points towards the championship. Magic Poop Cannon, New Garden, Clark, Evil Dragon, Kia, Bill and Waze all failing to finish, with Waze having a DSQ, even though it says DNF, it was a DSQ for parking dangerously on track. Maybe not his fault, but he can't come back into the race.
Yeah, indeed.
Shall we end it there after a quite interesting Monaco?
Sure.
I don't think I'd have been able to do it on my own, but there's been a lot of entertainment.
39 laps plus qualifying in just over an hour and 10 minutes with an exciting race. To be honest, that race was insane. The first 1 to 20 laps was just yellow flag after yellow flag. Then we got a safety car. Saw it once. Only saw the new Aston Martin safety car once, but yeah, what a brilliant race. And I'll see you all next week, and I'll leave it to Pete to sign out of the episode.
The episode.
I don't know, I said episode and I was like, it's the episode. A race, but I didn't want to...
End of the race. Yes, so next week we are at Silverstone for round 3. 2 drivers have confirmed spots in the playoffs, with 8 still to remain. They could all come from race wins, or they could come from points if drivers get more than one race win, or reserve wins, for example. So yeah, next week is Silverstone. not many rounds to go until Austria, which will be the penultimate, which will be the final round before the playoffs. So there's no, it's not Austria. Is it Austria? I might be looking at the wrong calendar. I am looking at the wrong calendar. Don't mind me. So it is Silverstone next week, 21st, with France and Italy to follow. I'm going to end it here. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to check out the Cup Series race on Thursday, 7 PM. We'll be live with Jacko and Owen commentating around the wonderful Monaco. Are you excited, Risky? Not Monaco, Japan. Are you excited, Risky? Japan?
No.
It's Monaco tomorrow, by the way, so I'm very excited.
Yay.
I'm not very excited.
Oh my god.
Right. See you all next week for Silverstone. So check out Thursday for Cup Series at Japan. Goodbye.
See you then.